Mr. Speaker, it's now my honor to yield such time as he may consume to a gentleman who can speak well of the role that law enforcement officers play in saving lives. The Chief Majority Whip of the House of Representatives, the gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Scalise.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the gentleman from Virginia for yielding, and I thank my colleague from Florida for bringing forward this important bill, the Protect and Serve Act, and especially, Mr. Speaker, this week as we celebrate Law Enforcement Week nationally, a time to really thank those men and women who serve and put their uniform on every day to protect us, to protect our communities, to keep our country and our communities safe. And I know all too well just that value and importance of having law enforcement and why they serve such an important role. Nearly a year ago, when we had the shooting in Virginia where a gunman targeted members of Congress, it was those very law enforcement, in this case our United States Capitol Police, the heroes who went towards the danger and confronted and took down the shooter, along with Virginia police who joined in as well. And while they were risking their lives for us, they took on gunfire. They were shot themselves, both in the case of the United States Capitol Police, David Bailey and Crystal Griner, who were just recently awarded the just incredible honors from the President to national law enforcement organizations for their heroic bravery. They went towards the fire, but they were shot and continued to take down and confront the shooter. Why this bill is so important is because it hardens penalties against any criminal who would target law enforcement officers. They deserve this protection. We've seen too often the last year, the last 2 years, where police officers were targeted by people because they wore the badge, because they're part of that thin blue line. And we need to stand with them. We need to make it crystal clear that we're going to be standing with them and we're going to have their back, because more often than not, they're the ones who have our back. That's why this bill is so important, Mr. Speaker. I rise in strong support and urge all of my colleagues to support this important legislation, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields. The chair now